This is the lesson for And I Love Her. We'll start with the intro. Second fret on my G string, third fret on my B, second fret on my B. Now I'm going to the second fret on the D string. I'm going to strike the B, G, and E strings simultaneously. I'm pivoting the E bass, D and G string. D, B, and G string, back to the bass. That chord there is 5th fret on my A string, 4th fret on my D, 2nd fret on my G. And then back to the E in the bass. Get into the vocal part. I'm keeping the E in the bass, 2nd fret on my D string, high E open. After I hit the high E open, I'm hitting the bass again. 2nd fret on my high E along with the bass, 3rd fret, so it'll sound like this. Now I'm going to bar the 7th fret, 9th fret on my high E string. I'm hitting the bass on the 7th fret, low E at the same time. Pulling off to the 7th fret, 9th fret on my D string. I'm hitting the D and the G together. 10th fret on my high E. So it'll sound like this. Back to the open E in the bass. Barring again up to the 7th fret. This time I'm going to hit the 9th fret on my high E and then the bass. Then pull off to the 7th fret on that high E. Then I'm going to hit my B and G string. Then pivot that bass on the E string, the D and the G. Now we're going to repeat the first part. Now is where it gets a little tricky. Keeping the bar at the 7th fret, I'm on my 10th fret A string and my E string. I'm hitting the A, G, and then the E string. Then I'm going to the E string in the bass, 7th fret there. Open up the bar on the bottom to the 7th fret E string. Eighth fret on my B. Open D. Next part, I'm 7th fret on my B string, 6th fret on my G. I'm hitting the B string first, then the open A, then the open E. After I hit that open E, I'm hitting the G string. So it'll sound like this. Now I'm 4th fret on my A string. So it'll sound like this. Try and finger it like I am. Now the next part, 4th fret on my G string, 7th fret on my D string. When I hit that 7th fret on the D, I want to hit the E open in the bass. Back to the 4th fret, to a D chord. I'm barring 2nd fret on my bottom 3 strings, 3rd fret on my middle B string there. When I'm on that D chord, I want to hit the D string and the E string at the same time. Then the G and the B. Now I'm going to move the bar all the way across all the strings, keeping that 3rd fret on the B string, 4th fret on my D string now. I'm going to F sharp in the bass, 2nd fret on my top string. So it'll go like this. I'm hitting that F sharp in the bass, the D and the G string. 5th fret on my top E string, with the D and the G string there. 5th fret on my A string, I'm striking the B and the A simultaneously. The D and the G, back to the F sharp in the bass. 3rd fret on the B, 2nd fret, open. So I'll take that part so you can hear it. When I hit that 3rd fret on the B string, I'm back to A in the bass, open A string. Then back into the verse again. Now the bridge section, I'm in a B minor chord, barring across the 2nd fret, 3rd fret on my B string, 4th fret on my G and D string. I'm hitting the A, D and G, then the vocal is on the E string. The next part, sliding up to the 5th fret, 7th fret on my D, 6th fret on my G. So it'll go from here E string in the bass, now I'm sliding up a whole step to the 7th fret, lifting off my middle finger off the G string there, keeping the D string on the 9th fret. I'm hitting the bass first, then the D string, 9th fret on my E, 10th fret on my B, open it. Next part, I'm sliding back to the 2nd fret, 4th fret on my D, 5th fret on my high E, now I'm going to slide it up again to the 7th fret bar, repeating that one phrase again. Slide it back to the 2nd fret, 5th fret on my high E, 4th fret on my D. Take my pinky off so it's open to that bar at the 2nd fret, hitting the 2nd fret on the bass, back to the 5th fret, that chord there, I'm 7th fret on my B and D string, 6th fret on my G, I'm hitting the A, D, G, and B strings, then the E, then the G string, 4th fret on my A, hitting the D and G string, open E, so it'll sound like this. Now I'm going back to an A chord, 2nd fret on my D, G, and B strings. I'm hitting the A, then the D and G, 4th fret on my A, open A, 3rd fret B, 2nd fret B, open B, G, and E strings. So I'll do the bridge section there so you can hear it. Now we're back into the verse. Last chord, 2nd fret on my A string, 4th fret on my D and G, and I'm striking all of those along with the B string. And there you have it. That's the lesson for And I Love Her. I'll see you next time.